Friday Night Football is brought to you by iwantsmart.com, local HVAC experts. Welcome to Friday Night Football on 13 WREX, your sports authority.
It's time for a Week 7 edition of Friday Night Football. A conference championship is on the line between a couple of NUIC heavyweights. Plus, the top of the Nick 10 has a lot to decide the final 3 weeks, and the Big Northern's top dog takes on a tough challenge. We're flipping out for Week 7.
F&F starts now.
Well, welcome to a Week 7 edition of Friday Night Football. I'm Derek Bain. He's Eric Graver. We are into the final third of the regular season with conference titles still to be decided.
Yeah, and our game of the week features two NUIC contenders looking to take the inside track to the league title.
Friday Night Football's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Feldco.
Undefeated Lena Winslow taking on 5-1 Dupec with first place on the line. A risky move to start things off by the Rivermen. In their first drive, they go with a fake punt in their own territory. It does not pay off. The Panthers are set up for a short drive. That's capped off with a 1-yard run from Gunnar Lobdale. He was a problem for Dupec all night. Packed house watching the game tonight, braving the cold. It was hard getting in and out of that parking lot. A lot of big fans out there. Dupec looking to respond on offense now, and check out this ball from Cooper Hoffman, airing it out to A.J. Mulcahy. Great throw and a great catch to set the tempo on their offense. Leeward offense getting ready to dial up another play in the run game. They march down the field again. It's Gunnar Lobdale again for his second touchdown of the night. Sneaky way to get in, tricked me too. The Rivermen defense just trying to figure out how they could slow that run game down, but Panthers run game would keep working. Let Gage Dunker cook now. He's in the end zone. The Rivermen trying to just stay in this game, and they're going to try and go air it out again. Hoffman's rolling to his right. He finds Will Howard in the back of the end zone, wide open. Young cheerleaders right behind the end zone, loving that. They were fired up, trying to keep the Rivermen in this game, but the Panthers would pull away as Dunker is in for his second touchdown. The Panthers win it 44-18.
Still unbeaten there. Another key game in the conference. Forreston hosting Fulton in a matchup of 4-2 teams looking to make the playoffs. Start off in the third. Steamers quarterback Brayden Dykstra rolls out of the pocket, looks downfield, and he finds QJ Mangelson there, but pass dropped after some nice coverage from McKeon Crace. But later on the drive, Dykstra rolls out again. This time he finds Ryan Eads to set up the nice dive into the goal line, trying to get into scoring position. Next play, Steamers hand it off to Joel Ford. He punches it in for the score as they're charging back from a 22-3 deficit in this one. Here come the Steamers. Yeah, the fans enjoying that touchdown. Forreston needing a big drive here. Brock Smith looking to pass, but it's intercepted. Great grab by Ben Fostick of the Steamers. That helps seal the deal. The Steamers get the comeback win, 30-28.
Dakota and Galena, both 3-3 coming into this game, an important one for their playoff chances. Dakota with the ball in the first. They'll hand it off to Adrian Arlano, who's going to get the first down to set up the Indians on the goal line. Running the ball is common as the Indians will hand it off to Thomas Bowman, who's easily going to punch it in for the score. Dakota fans celebrating that touchdown in homecoming night, powering through that cold. Galena with the ball now. They're going to look for a pass. Quarterback John Wubbin rolling to his left, trying to find someone. Passes it to Roman Romer for Galena's only score of the game. Dakota wins it by a total of 30-7.
Big win for the Indians. Now to some 8-man football. Ackwen taking on Christian Life in Rockford. Aiden Wolf on Ackwen's first drive. Hungry like the wolf for the deep ball. He hits Hunter Buss and then goes over the top for the big gain inside the 10. The Bulldogs then, they go to the ground. They're handed off to big number 71, Jackson Eggy. Yeah, the lineman taking the handoff, and he's just going to bully his way into the end zone. Gets across the goal line for the score, and you know the big fella's fired up after pounding that one in. 8-0 lead.
Down.
Yeah, Christian Life honoring Mike Johnson for his years of service to the school, the first Heart of the Eagle Award. Congrats to him. Bulldogs go to the air again. Wolf drops it in the bucket to Adam Awerder for another big score as Ackwen rolls 50-0.
Kirkland, where Hiawatha hosts South Beloit. Some other 8-man action. Sobos up early. Caden Myers looking to extend the lead. Pitches out to the freshman Caden Cook, but he doesn't get far. Taken down by Cooper Fisher for the Hawks. Hiawatha gets the ball back, and the cheerleaders want the Hawks in the end zone for the first time in the last play of the first quarter. Quarterback Chris Korb says he's going to do it all himself, and he does, going 20 yards by foot for the touchdown. 2-point conversion. Nice hug after the touchdown. Love that. Two-point conversion makes it 8-6 in favor of the home team, and it's all Hawks from here as Korb runs in another 6 points from 18 yards out. Hawks go up 5-2 with 60-20 over South Beloit.
Well, we've had a lot of good football so far. Still to come, we head to the Nick 10 where a couple of conference contenders clash for first place. More highlights when Friday Night Football returns right after the break.
You're watching Friday Night Football on Channel 13!
Undefeated team remaining in the Nick 10, but 3 teams are lurking there in second place with just 1 loss. The Blue Thunder hosting one of those teams as Hononegah makes the trip to Milt Brown Stadium. Sharp unis with the pink trim for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Maddox Gillenswan, the keeper for North, he picks up a first down and he likes that idea, so he does it at the goal line as well. Another keeper and he gets across for the score. 6-0 Blue Thunder with the lead, and that sets off the celebration. The students running with the flag and the horse, and Hononegah though, Cole Warren gets on his horse, fakes the handoff, pulls, keeps it himself. It's a cold world here, Eric. 61 yards for the touchdown. Cole Warren, he's getting Hononegah right back into this game, bringing some energy. And yeah, he's going to flex for the camera as well. Jeff Beckdo talking to his Blue Thunder, and Belvedere North, they're going to put this one away. Eric Roman with the touchdown run on a little toss, and Blue Thunder come away with a 27-17 win. They remain unbeaten now through 7 weeks of the season.
What a season for Belvedere North so far. Auburn taking on Belvedere, another Nick 10 play. Knights marching it right down the field and scoring on their first drive. Their big running back, Patrick DeBose, doing what he's done all season, taking it into the end zone. Nice. The Auburn Knights staying warm out there, running up and down the field, making sure everyone's fired up. Belvedere with some issues on their first offensive snap, putting the ball on the ground. The Knights are there to recover. But the Bucks defense, they're going to help out their offense a little bit. They stand tall. They force a 4-and-out, getting the sack on Anthony Purefoy to get the turnover on downs. But later in the quarter, the Knights have the ball again, and Leonard Spates, the junior wide receiver, he's loose right up the middle. He's taking that all the way for a house call, defensive breakdown. The Knights, they win their homecoming game 27-8.
Freeport hosting Jefferson in the final Nick 10 game of the night with a couple games on tap still tomorrow. Freeport homecoming for them as well. Starting with the ball, they hand it off to the wideout, Dedrick Macon. He redirects. Nice decision there as he gets up the field for the touchdown. Nice and easy for him, right? Pretzel student section, yeah, they're happy with that one early on. The Jayhawks still with the ball in scoring position. Joey Alvarez runs the ball, and he is in to match the score for the Pretzels. The Jayhawks playing tough in this one. Freeport, they're looking to take the game back with their next possession. Coach Dedman talking it up to him, and how about quarterback Xavion Segner, the big fella, is going to show off that arm, completes the pass to Carson Price, deep over the middle for the touchdown, and the Pretzels, they come back and they win a thriller, 32-30.
What a game out there. Rochelle looking to keep rolling with a non-conference game against Thorn Ridge. Hayden Idman looking around, finds David Gerber deep over the middle. That's a 49-yard touchdown, and the Hubs, they're in control early. You don't see a lot of passing touchdowns for them. That's a nice play. Fans out there in the pink out, and here's that Hubs strong ground game that we're used to seeing. Garrett Gensler leading the way to the end zone for a TD. That sets off the fireworks as Rochelle gets the big win.
Yeah, 61-8 for the Hubs. Impressive victory there, and we've had lots of good football so far. We are not done yet. The Big Northern has a couple of key games in the standings. We'll have more highlights, plus our play of the week when F&F returns right after this.
You're watching Friday Night Football on Channel 13!
Well, Stillman Valley sits alone atop the Big Northern Conference with an undefeated mark, while Winnebago has playoff aspirations. The Indians taking on the Cardinals in a rivalry game. And the Cardinals, in that strong running attack, they punch it in for the early score to take the lead. And the Cardinals, they are looking to make a stop then on defense. Indians on the field, they hand it off to Supreme Mohammed. He gets in to cut it to a 14-6 game at the half. Of the Cardinals with the ball again, they get it to Jory Spain. He runs it up the middle. That's a big gain for Spain as he gets finally brought down inside the red zone. Winnebago there, they're kicking it off. How about some special teams from the Cardinals? Porter Needs, he takes the kickoff and he needs the end zone. He gets to the outside, one man to beat, and he beats them all, and he gets that stiff arm at the end to get into the end zone. That helps steal the victory. Cardinals stay undefeated, 28-14 over Bago.
Cards just keep on rolling. Another good one in the Big Northern with Dixon taking on Genoa Kingston. Close game throughout with the Dukes up 10-7 at the half. Genoa Kingston gets the ball to start the second half. Can't do much with it. The Dukes defense Sophomore Tyson Dabman stops at fullback. Brady Bruick on the cogs. Dixon gets the ball back, and they want to extend the slim lead. Tyler Shaner hands it off to Aiden Wiseman. He gets a big gain before getting pushed out of bounds in GK territory. Cheerleaders on the sideline pushing for their defense to hold strong. The Cogs do just that, holding the Dukes to a field goal attempt, and they block it, keeping the margin at 3. Heading into the fourth quarter now. In the closing seconds, Cogs kicker Jorge Leon kicks the game-tying field goal, sends this one to overtime. It's the Dukes who get it done in the extra frame, getting the big win on the road, 21-19 over the Cogs.
Drama in the Big Northern. Now our photographers scour the area looking for the best high school football action tonight. Only one can be our play of the week. We go right back out to Stillman Valley where we just were. Porter Needs the kick return touchdown. He's been doing big things on offense all year, doing it on special teams. He helps the Cardinals stay undefeated. They are 7-0 now, taking a lot of momentum here into the late part of the season. So good to see the Cardinals back in full force. A lot of action, though, tonight.
Yeah, and going back to the Cardinals, Porter Needs, I think he could have been a play of the week of ours almost every week with the runs he knocks off every week, it seems like.
Yeah, for sure. And we've only got 2 weeks of this left, but we do have a few games on tap tomorrow, including a couple of Nick 10 games. Both Boylan and Harlem are playing. That's a 1 o'clock game at Boylan. Guilford and East playing. That's also a 1 o'clock game. That one's at Guilford. So a lot of good action on tap for the afternoon tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Guilford, too, the run they've been on. They've had a great story so far this season.
Yeah, we'll see if anyone can knock off Belvedere North in the last 2 weeks. They're leading the Nick 10 standings. For Eric Graver, I'm Derek Bain. Thanks for watching another edition of Friday Night Football.